Twister. Number 22, Val Gilmore. Number 26, Velociraptor. Number 27, the Captain, Bushwhacker. Number 29, Youngest, Unsweet Tea. Number 3, E3PO. 427, Annihilate. Number 444, Armored Rose. Number 607, Blue Steel. Number 8, Ten Henry. And number 823, Ida K. These are the Hard Knocks Roller Girls.
Start recording. That'll make it start recording. Sweet. Thank you.
And now, your roster for the evening for the Dixie Girls. Number 102, sponsored by Polarex, Jackie. Number 12, Weevil. Number 143, Whip Squeak. Number 16, Mini Militia. Number 181, Poison Ivy. Number 1968, sponsored by Choose Your Next Photographer, Number 2359, Bitchy Valens. Number 27, the Captain, sponsored by Timepiece Tattoo, Asian Invasion. Number 3, Mariah Cherry. Number 350, Cupcake Kamikaze. Number 4, sponsored by Timepiece Tattoo, BOA. Number 45, Chelsea Gren. Number 495, Kutsia. And number 88, Very Dangerous. And on the bench tonight, number 76, Rocket City Mel. These are your Dixie Derby Girls. I always announce whoever's like, if they were supposed to play but couldn't play, I still announce them. They were rostered, so it's like, no, I say your name. And for those listening at home, unfortunately, we had a computer failure, so we will not have the scoreboard, so I'll try to maintain score and time for those who are watching this on the recording. And starting off first jam of the evening for Hard Knocks, we have number 8, Jen Pinion, and for the Dixie Derby Girls, number 12, Weeble. And we will breaks back first, grabs lead, first of the evening for the Dixie Derby Girls. And a quick one and done with the call off, 3 points onto the board to start off the evening scoring. And starting on jam number 2, we'll be having number 16, Mini Militia for the Dixie Derby Girls. And number 427, Annihilate for Hard Knocks. And 2 in a row now going for the Dixie Derby Girls, lead Mini Militia. Dixie Derby girls as Annihilate sit up to the penalty box. And getting a little double tap here in the turn. Unsweet Tea playing last line defender. And Mini Militia finally passes by Velociraptor and Unsweet Tea. Grabs 5 more points onto the board. And once again, a slash through from in to out. Mini Militia putting 4 more points out there on the track. And a forearm call. Now I'm going to send Annihilate back to the penalty box, continuing this power opportunity for the Dixie Derby girls. And Mini Militia takes a hard hit there from Unsweet Tea. Calls off the jam. Before 13 points going on to, 15, we'll keep counting. 17 points onto the board, 20-0 right now in favor of the Dixie Derby girls. Just under 27 to go with the first. Starting out of the track on their lonesome in the power start, we have number 1968, Wily Coyote. And tough defense from Hard Knocks. Wily Coyote finally breaks through in second straightaway, capturing lead. 3 leads in a row now going for the Dixie Derby girls. And trading off the opportunity now. Coming out of the box, Annihilate passes the star off to Jen Penyon. Jen Penyon, now the jammer of record for Hard Knocks, as Wily Coyote goes to the penalty box for a track cut. Power opportunity now for Hard Knocks. Jen Penyon finally getting Hard Knocks on the board. 5 points on that turn of the track. Whereas Wily Coyote took that lead jumper stance off to the penalty box, so we will have the full 2 minutes. But both jammers are on the ability to score. And High Block Hall will be sending Bushwhacker, the team captain, off the penalty box. Deep recycle now from Hard Knocks. As jam comes to a close, pass will be made to Asian Invasion, finishing that jam off as the Dixie Jammer. Hard Knocks able to take advantage of their power opportunity, putting 9 points onto the board there in jam number 3. Dixie Derby girls able to counter with 4 of their own, as no points were scored as the Star Cap moved through the pack on that trade-off. And now making it 4 leads in a row for the Dixie Derby girls. It's number 12, Weeble, as the jammer. E3PO on the floor for Hard Knocks. Weevil taking the deep recycle off contact from Velociraptor. Trying to take advantage of that strung out defense. Another high block going to be sending Bushwhacker off to the penalty box. And we have another star pass. It's a quick pass to the inside from Weevil. Gets the call. Val Kilmore finished that as the jammer of record for Hard Knocks. So 10 points. 14 points onto the board for the Dixie Derby Girls in jam number 4, bringing their game total to 38. Hard Knocks 9. Just under 8 minutes have gone by in the game. And in jam number 5, we have number 16, Mini Militia, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, Kitty Twister for Hard Knocks. Mini Militia able to break through on the second straightaway. That's 5 for 5 now for the Dixie Derby Girls. And able to break around on the outside after a star pass. Number 8, Jen Kenyon. And seeing Pinion coming back to the back of the back. Mini Militia calls off the jam. Putting 4 more points onto the board for the Dixie Derby Girls, bringing their score to 42. Hard Knocks 9. 9 minutes gone by in the game. And jam number 6 is going to bring us number 350, Cupcake Kamikaze for Dixie. And number 22, Val Kilmore for Hard Knocks. And going from in to out. 6 in a row now for Dixie and lead. Looking to run some instant offense, calls off the jam. 3 points onto the board for Cupcake Kamikaze and DDG. Ten minutes gone by on the clock. 45-9 is the score. As Weeble steps out on the track alongside number 27, Bushwhacker. As I say that, we have an official timeout. And don't forget, go and vote for your player of the game. For the Dixie Derby Girls, go pick your fan favorite. $1 purchases for the purchase of a ticket to vote for your favorite player. Even if your favorite player is not the one who wins, all the tickets will be collected, put into a single drawing, and there will be prizes for all those who vote. So we'll have a player winner, and we will have multiple entry winners. So like I said, this is a win-win situation. Make sure you go over to the merchandise table, vote for your fan favorite. It's just $1 per vote. And while you're there, you can take a look at the amazing prize packages eligible for the drawing. And don't forget to keep your wristband so that way you can get in to the after party at the end zone. They'll have drink specials. That wristband gets you in with no cover. And once again, coming back into play, we have a no-pack call coming. Bushwhacker, Weeble. Bushwhacker breaking the Dixie streak and grabbing lead for Hard Knocks. Finally putting more points onto the board. Bushwhacker able to grab 5 points, lapping the Jammer. And Bushwhacker coming back in, going for the quick call off, but not before Weeble able to jump through a little mini apex to cut in to that Hard Knocks advantage. Hard Knocks able to get the 1 pass advantage on that turn, 8-4. Scoring that jam, bringing Hard Knocks to 17, Dixie 49, 18:50 on the clock. Hard Knocks veteran number 29, Unsweet Tea, taking jammer duties here for jam number 8. Using that veteran savvy to grab the 2nd lead in a row for Hard Knocks. Mini Militia takes that star cap off, passes it to number 143. Whipsqueak, jammer of record as the jam ends, and 4 more points onto the board for Hard Knocks. Second time on the track, number 350, Cupcake Kamikaze for Dixie. Second time starting a jam as a jammer, number 8, Jen Pinion. Pinion finishing a couple of jams as the jammer of record for Hard Knocks, making that 3 in a row now, going for the team in white and green. And a quick out to in there by Jen Pinion, able to grab 4 points for Hard Knocks, shutting out the Dixie Derby Girls for the 2nd jam. Their score holding at 49, Hard Knocks 25. With 13 minutes gone off the clock. And jam number 9 will showcase the jamming skills of number 1968, Wile E. Coyote for Dixie, and number 707, Blue Steel for Hard Knocks. And Wile E. Coyote shrugging off a hard knock, able to grab the lead, breaking that string of 3 by the team from Knoxville. And after surrendering 3 leads in a row, the Dixie defense settling down, playing a little bit stronger, now having a star pass yet again for Hard Knocks. Now the jammer record, number 22, Val Kilmore. Eyeball in the back of the pack, but not before Wile E. Coyote calls off the jam. We are now halfway through the first period. 10 points on the jam for Dixie, bringing their game total to 59-29 for Hard Knocks. As the team timeout now being taken by the Hard Knocks All-Stars. Want to make sure you also remember we do have shout-outs. It's just $1 for a shout-out. Tell somebody in the room what you want them to hear, courtesy of me. And while you're over there, go ahead and purchase your ticket for your fan favorite, for your opportunity to win some fabulous prizes later on this evening. Want to make sure we thank Green Bus Brewery, Sports Page, WLRH, the National Public Radio affiliate serving Huntsville, Tennessee Valley. Choose Your Moments Photography, the official Dixie Derby Girls photographer. Also want to recognize the fine folks here at Insanity, doing all the work behind the scenes at our concessions, our bars, and our entryway and ticket sales. I want to thank them, and also want to recognize our VIPs down there at the end of the track. Terry Lachey, Chris Vuvuzela Gibson, Larry Landon, Kip Shepard, Sarah Woods, Dixie Henson, Eric Henson, Papa Valens, Mama Valens, and Wiley's mom. And jam number 10 is going to bring us the jammer stylings of number 12, Weeble for Dixie, and number 8, Jen Penyon of Hard Knocks. Jen Penyon playing the hot jam and able to grab lead. And trying to flip the hips to clear the pack to grab points. Penyon calls off the jam on one foot. And with a 1 point advantage, 3-2, Hard Knocks takes that jam. Bringing their game total to 28, Dixie 61. 14 left to go in the first. We have Mini Militia out in the black, trimmed with blue. We have Annihilate out there in white, trimmed with green. These are the jammers of jam number 12. And now that makes 5 out of the last 6 jams going in favor of Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks playing the stringer defense. Dixie still sitting in their quad 4. Annihilate calls off the jam, trying to turn the hips through. Able to score all blockers on the floor, but unable to break through the pack. (61-32) is our score as we start jam number 13. 12 and a half left to go in the first. 1968, Wile E. Coyote, jammer for Dixie. Number 8, Jen Penyon, the jammer for Hard Knocks. And Hard Knocks keep on keeping on. Third lead in a row now, this time courtesy of Jen Penyon. Able to take the contact there into the apex. Jen Penyon stays on the floor, calls off the jam. 4 points onto the board for the Hard Knocks All-Stars. Out of the last 7 jams, Hard Knocks has gained lead 6 times, and in that time period, they have changed their fortunes from 9 points to 36 points. Dixie has changed from 45 to 61, so there has been a trade-off of points. But slowly trimming into that lead is the steady, relentless, Hard Knox Jammer Core. Charity of the month for this second annual Doctor Who bout is a new leash on life, making the world a better place for homeless pets and the people who love them. Clock frozen at 11:58, courtesy of the timeout. As we start jam number 14, we're gonna have number 3, E3PO, number 12, Weevil. Second time for E3PO to be out there on the track to start his jammer. And lead now going to number 12, Weevil, and the Dixie Derby Girls. And a quick tour of the inside edge of the tracks gets 5 points onto the board. And in the confusion of the attempted star pass, Weeble makes a pass through the middle for 5 more points. Trying to work a little out to in, that time getting met by Lidocaine. Once again, Hard Knox taking advantage of the ability to pass the star cap to force the jam. Ending that jam was number 29, Unsweet Tea, as the jammer. After 2 scoreless jams, Dixie Derby Girls able to get on with a vengeance, 15 points. And jam number 14, bringing their game total to 76. Hard Knox, 36. And we have an official timeout, clearing some things there on the inside with our penalty trackers. And while we're highlighting our officials, want to thank our skidding officials, Zero Factorial, Override, Cat-a-Tat-Tat, Throb Zombie, Nopak Shakur, Web Links, and Betty Clocker. Our non-skidding officials for this bout are the Odd Father, Mama Chaos, Raven Dad, the Odd Father, Nene, Ivanator, Pumpkin, Sly Lingle, Peter Parker, Fair and Square, Ad Astra, and Nymphomaniac. Let's give a big round of applause to these volunteers. And after sorting out the information on the inside, we're going to sort out this jammer rotation with number 350 Cupcake Kamikaze for Dixie, and for Hard Knocks number 1, 2, 3, 4 Kitty Twister driving her way to grab lead. And sliding through on the inside with a call off, Kitty Twister taking 4 points back to the bench, bringing Hard Knocks to a game total of 40, 9.5 left to go in the period. And I'd like to give a shout out to Wiley from your biggest fan. Love ya. Speaking of Wile E. Coyote, the jammer of record for the Dixie Derby Girls here in number 16. And for Hard Knocks, number 8, Jen Pinion. Wile E. Coyote breaking through on the second turn to grab lead. Blocker advantage now in favor of Hard Knocks, 4-1. Does not stop Wile E. Coyote. Slashing through, put 4 points on the board, but also slashing through Jen Penyon, matching that point total, and jam number 16. Hard Knocks to start off with the jammer advantage by 1, 4-3, as number 12, Weeble for Dixie, and number 22, Val Kilmore, take the jammer duties with 8 minutes left to go in the first. And that's Weeble making it 3 out of the last 4 for the Dixie Derby girls, getting lead. Weeble seeing her blocker come out of the box, and the opposing jammer coming into contact, calls off the jam after putting 4 points onto the board, bringing the Dixie total to 84. Hard Knocks 44, 40-point differential here with 7:20 left to go in the first. I'd like to give a shout out to everyone from Mama Wiley. Who are we? DDG. And coming out of the track, number 350, Cupcake Kamikaze, Unsweet Tea for Knoxville and lead. And a track cut being assessed now to Unsweet Tea, taking that lead jammer status off to the penalty box, as Cupcake Kamikaze able to break the pack. Now going to test that Knoxville defense on a scoring opportunity. And that opportunity is successful. 5 points onto the board. Once again, Hard Knocks deploying that last line defenders, breaking off 2. This time, Jen Penyon at the point of attack. Track cut now being assessed to Cupcake Kamikaze as Unsweet Tea breaks loose into the back. That time is Kutia able to drive back Unsweet Tea for the recycle. Both teams now reforming here at the jam line. Jen Penyon takes back block off to the penalty box, but not before getting Unsweet Tea through on a scoring pass. We'll wait to see what our score totals are here at the end of that jam. We have an official review now being called by the Dixie Derby girls. So after we get the point update from our jam refs, it was 8 points to the Dixie Derby girls, 10 points to Hard Knocks Roller girls, bringing Hard Knocks to 54, Dixie 92, just under 5 minutes left to go in the first. And also like to give a few more shout outs once again to Wiley from your biggest fan, love ya, to the NSOs and refs from Dixie Derby girls, we love you, And to everyone from Mama Wiley, we love Dixie. Don't forget, you can go over to the merchandise table and you too can purchase your shout-outs for $1. Of course, I might suggest to the home league that potentially we start maybe getting a fund together to see if we can do the like the karaoke where you can pay to quiet somebody. Not gonna say who or why. That would be a suggestion somehow, but yeah, that might be a fundraiser that'll garner some pretty good bucks. What is that karaoke thing called again? Where you can do the gong karaoke. So yeah, we'll do a little bit of a gong karaoke, so to speak, during the games, perhaps. Just throwing that out there. But no, we love you fans being out there making all the noise you can for these players on the floor. It is much appreciated by every skater, the hometown as well as the visitors. I know from frequent Derby travels, it's always fun to have a rowdy crowd. Even if you're on the road, it's nice to know that everybody at the game is really enjoying what these two teams put on the track. So in that official review, the Dixie Derby girls are attempting to remove the track cut violation on the jammer number 350 Cupcake Kamikaze. And the review was unsuccessful, so Hard Knocks will still be starting this jam off and a power start, and Dixie does not retain the review. But after further discussions, one more point was put onto the board for the Dixie Derby girls, bringing their jam total to 9 and their game total to 93. And it does appear we have things sorted. We have the Oddfather out there holding down the track there in the middle. Boss man on the clock. So we're going to start jam number 19 with Raptor out there jamming for the first time for the Hard Knocks All-Stars. Trying to work a little bit of a power game here. This pack has flown around this track, taking 15 seconds to do a full loop. And in that time, Cupcake Kamikaze able to break out from the penalty box and grab lead. And after being driven to the inside, Cupcake Kamikaze calls off the jam, putting 3 points onto the board to 0 for Hard Knocks. So with just under 4 minutes left to go in the half, we're going to start jam number 20 with a score of 54. Hard Knocks, 96 Dixie. Wiley Coyote and Jen Pinion are the jammers. Jen Pinion skipping through the straightaway, able to grab lead for Hard Knocks. Jen Pinion been playing a lot as a pivot. As well as jamming, delivers the contact, sees the potential following contact from Wile E. Coyote and decides, I'm good. Calls up jam, 4 points on the board, bringing Hard Knocks to 58. Dixie still at 96, just under 3 minutes in the half. That's good. Being able to see the trade-off of looks there is like, I got you, I'm going to get you back, and now I'm good. So number 12, Weeble. Number 427, Annihilate. Weeble able to take the contact there from Blue Steel to grab a lead just 10 feet shy of the jam line. Both teams putting on some jammer streaks at the start of this game. Now, over the last 10 jams, a lot of back and forth. All you have to do is drop the 4 and your new jammer, number 27, Bushwhacker. Eyes the back of the pack, but not before Weeble calls off the jam. Shutting out Hard Knocks and putting up 9 points for Dixie. We're going to carry a score of 105 to 58 in what potentially could be the final jam, as we are looking at 1:30 left on the clock. Number 16, Mini Militia in black. Number 8, Jen Pinion in white. And a successful track cut coming from Kutia against Jen Pinion. Not just losing jammer up track, but now blockers. As down to 2 blocking personnel there. Mini Militia able to drag through, shrug off Unsweet Tea to grab lead. That time, a little easier path to get by number 29, Unsweet Tea, to score 5 points. That time, Velociraptor able to dangle at the back and drive Mini Militia back to the inside. Mini Militia going one more time to the outside, calls off the jam. And we're going to finish that one off with a 9-5 advantage going to the Dixie Derby girls. 114 to 63 to end the half. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes.